It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Herbert to throw right away. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, for Alvin Kamara, that speed-size combo, just about exactly what you want for a running back, and he uses that size, that strength to bust through a would-be tackler there. Try to pound it in, Kamara. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. So a rocky start on both sides offensively.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves. If we're going to have that kind of a reference, they've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 2nd and 13. Herbert, he's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The Chargers at 7-5 now in the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it's the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into a little lackadaisical because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. 19
yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give to Kamara running right. Down at the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Garoppolo will get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers 23. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. We're scoreless after 1. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. 2 yards is the pickup, and the Saints are set up now with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 1. Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 126, the same number Jim Brown had during his 9-year career. And the Saints post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. He'll get that complete to Alberto. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline, but what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. After the run, now Herbert to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a handoff running through the middle to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 36, Herbert. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. That time 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And his kick here is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go, here we go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Being chased out left. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Wait. Go ahead.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. Olave holds it in. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Here we go.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Saints 14, Chargers 3.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go now.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Herbert. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Herbert. And he comes back with one complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The final shot before the break for Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They start the second half with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
Saints.
Kamara trying the right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On second and 11 now. Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On 2nd and 10, Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On first down, it's Herbert. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Marcus May. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Play action. It's Herbert. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with it.
Taking it right down Broadway. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 35. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Again, this is Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
One, Omaha.
To throw is Garoppolo. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 42. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he gets it down to the 32. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner. And
touchdown, New Orleans! Zach Ertz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
The kick is good.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Chargers 3. Will Lutz
after the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Past midfield, look out. Trotty. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Chargers.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here we go.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Now Garoppolo lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth quarter stop? Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that'll go as a 57-yard punt with a return of 12. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Herbert now. That's complete. It's Okurebunom. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Herbert back to the air.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And this is caught by Williams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 15-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown.
Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful for the yard out. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. They run it again with Kamara. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
21.
Garoppolo to throw.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on third down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Herbert. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. Another one in the books for his partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner, and let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So for the Saints, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year.